Released in a gorgeous box set by Eureka Video, the Strange New Worlds collection features 4 previously unreleased sci-fi movies over 3 discs from German film studio DEFA, a studio established in the aftermath of World War II that saw a host of films made as co-productions between German and Polish filmmakers that delivered some gems of socialist cinema. While its catalogue offers a wide range of genre films, from action to fantasy and westerns to thrillers, the studio focused on a number of sci-fi adventures throughout the 1960s and 70s, of which 4 of its finest are included here: The Silent Star, Signals, a space adventure, Eureka, and In the Dust of the Stars. The first film of the set is The Silent Star from 1960, which is based on Stan Lem's The Astronauts, and a film that genuinely blew my mind as one of the most unique takes on otherworldly visions, especially when you consider when it was made. I had never seen anything this original from a Hollywood studio for this period, and also in offering such a diverse cast, which was refreshing. Also known as First Spaceship on Venus, the film tells the story of an international team of astronauts that are sent into space after an alien artifact is found on Earth. Believing that it had come from Venus, the crew make their way to the planet where they are confronted with some surprising sights, natural elements, and dangers in their search for some answers. Interestingly, this movie was once covered on an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, a cult show that mocks the movie at screening and often shows some of the worst productions ever made. While I can understand that a poor quality cut and dub version of this may just give enough camp qualities, I feel that the true beauty of this film has totally been missed. Until now, that is. Thankfully, with this new and stunning HD 2K restored release from Eureka Video, viewers can see the film how it was meant to be watched, highlighting the gorgeous colours, cinematography, and clever practical effects that were pretty damn impressive. While it may certainly seem cheesy when compared to today's sci-fi cinema or acting style, The Silent Star was an incredibly creative achievement for its time, as well as offering some genuine morals and drama on humanity and nature, proving to be an incredibly striking and thoughtful sci-fi adventure, complete with a cute little robot. Included with the main film on the disc are a wealth of extras, alongside a great audio commentary, such as a 32-minute feature called Red Skies, in which Soviet cinema expert Claire Knight breaks down all the films in the set while delivering a highly informative and interesting piece on socialist cinema at this time. The Robot is a 15-minute cartoon from the DEFA studio that offers some old-school chuckles and tells the tale of a robot that escapes his master and befriends 2 children. It reminded me of the old Pink Panther cartoons and other animated shorts of this time, and isn't the only animated piece of the collection. A short archival newsreel from 1959 gives us a look at some behind-the-scenes footage of The Silent Star, documenting Anthony Asquith's visit to the set, while another archival piece from the same year, called A Rocket in the Soviet Zone, gives us a quick 40 seconds of news coverage on set. Aside from that, we have a wonderfully unrestored original trailer for the film, which I urge you to check out before going into the movie, if only to appreciate the stunning restoration on offer, and a fantastic HD trailer for the Strange New Worlds collection. Overall, an incredible start to an incredible set. Signals, a space adventure follows, a story set in the 21st century that sees the spaceship Icarus hit by meteorites and leaving it lost in space. Soon after contact with Earth has stopped, the spaceship Laika is sent out to find the Icarus and those on board it, but it's going to take 300 days to get there. While very beautiful in this new restoration and delivering some stunning space scenes that were genuinely wonderful to watch, with model work and clever effects that match the quality of those seen in Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, of which this was seemingly inspired by, Signals, a space adventure, is a much slower piece than The Silent Star. For many, it may seem dull, but for fans of old-school Star Trek and the aforementioned Hollywood hit, this sci-fi adventure still has enough to offer. The same disc carries the 3rd movie of the set, Eureka, another stunningly shot feature that's quite different to the previous 2 films. Although set in the future, the story does jump about from past to present, but is never too confusing. Spaceships and stations are sprinkled throughout our solar system, but after some of them start mysteriously disappearing, the space authorities on Earth call off all space travel until they find out why. Once again, a vast and diverse cast shows how forward-thinking its filmmakers were in comparison to Hollywood at this time. And although it may not have had the budget of its American peers, it's quite clear that a very talented group of people were on board the production with this new gorgeous 4K restoration highlighting some incredible model work, cinematography and art direction. But, much like with Signals, A Space Adventure, some viewers might find this somewhat slow-moving with its political matters and space drama. Regardless, I enjoyed it for the most part and loved the visuals overall. Much like Disc 1, a bunch of extras are included with both of the films and their audio commentaries. These include a great featurette called Blast Off, a 24-minute piece that sees Mark Bull discuss the politics and ideas behind socialist cinema and more so DEFA as a studio. Another animated short, Yana and the Little Star, is also included. This time, the 15-minute story is delivered as a mix of live action and animation, with the gorgeous restoration highlighting its beautiful and unique hand-drawn art perfectly. Next is Cosmonaut Dreams, a 19-minute archival featurette on the making of Io Lumia. This was an interesting insight to the film, told via interviews with costume designer Barbara Müller-Brockmann, technician Jan-Peter Schmer, and special effects cameraman Kurt Marx, delivered in German with English subtitles. And finally, there's the original German trailer for Io Lumia, although none for Signals, A Space Adventure. But this is definitely another worth checking out before you go into that stunning restoration. Running at just over 2.5 minutes, unrestored and in black and white, do this first and the new print will absolutely blow your mind. The last disc offers up possibly the wildest movie of the collection, In the Dust of the Stars. While it may play like a bizarre cocktail of Flash Gordon, Metropolis, Rocky Horror and any amount of 70s Japanese sci-fi madness, the film actually delivers a pretty interesting plot that sees a Sinro rocket travel across the galaxy to answer a distress call on the Temian planet. But when they get there, all is not as it seems. Secrets, hypnosis, dancing, snakes, nudity, and very colourful outfits, all tied up with socialist ideals. While there are some parts to it that I really don't want to give away, I must admit that as silly and strange as it did seem now and again, In the Dust of the Stars still kept me glued to the screen and proved to be compelling in a weird way. Once again, the gorgeous 2K restoration allows us to enjoy the costumes, art direction and cinematography as they were meant to be seen. On the disc, an audio commentary and a couple of features try to help us understand just what was going on. These include a 15-minute piece called Marx Attacks, which takes a look at German sci-fi cinema, from Fritz Lang's classic Metropolis to this particular title. Dusting Off After 30 Years is an archival interview with the DOP of In the Dust of the Stars, Peter Suring. He's an interesting enough guy with some great memories of the production, but I don't feel I ever need to watch this 16-minute interview ever again. Along with those, there's a short film called Love 2002 that runs close to 25 minutes in length. Eureka lists it as a docu-film on the future of love in East Germany, and it certainly makes for an interesting watch. Starting off as a bit of a psychedelic nightmare fuel, the film quickly takes a turn and follows a DEFA reporter asking people about their love life. But it definitely keeps its weirdness as other little bizarre moments pop up throughout. And finally, there's the original German trailer for the film. Another 3 minutes of unrestored footage that's great to compare to the fantastic job they've done on the main feature. All films come with an optional and highly informative audio commentary written by Roland Mann, although delivered with charm by David Melville Wingrove. A must for anyone wanting to gain some real insight to the history of these films and DEFA itself. You can also find plenty more information contained in the beautiful 60-page collector's book, which is only available in the limited edition collector's set, which also comes with a stunning hardcase box to house it all. This was a completely first-time watch for me on all 4 films, and I really enjoyed what Eureka have put together. I have to admit though, The Silent Star was definitely my favourite of the lot. But with the gorgeous restorations all round and plenty of great extras included, the Eureka Video Blu-ray release of Strange New Worlds, Science Fiction at DEFA, is a must for serious collectors and fans of old-school sci-fi adventures, and a very welcome addition to their Masters of Cinema series. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your continued support. Don't forget you can read more reviews over at the Celluloid Misfits website, and keep checking back here on the channel for more videos coming soon.